when you study cross-cultural differences and psyches and all sorts of things like that, the classic comparison everybody gets around to is studying collectivist cultures versus individualist cultures. Collectivist cultures, people are far more cooperative. You do psychological tests and they think in terms of we instead of me. There's all like wonderful ways of demonstrating. Where are the collectivist cultures on earth most prominent? Southeast Asia, rice growing regions, where you and the whole village have to plant this person's crop today. And then all of you collectively plant the next person's tomorrow and the next person after that, and you all harvest in one day. And you're also cooperating collectively with 50 other villages to maintain this irrigation system that starts in the mountains 100 miles away, and that you've been collectively maintaining for centuries and centuries, literally. Individualist world. The US, poster child for individualistic mindset, because we're mostly peopled by dependent descendants of malcontents and individualistic like troublemakers who fled wherever they were to come here. The US is incredibly individualistic. Ask like an American, tell me about yourself, and they'll say, well, I'm a urban planner or a barista. Take somebody from Southeast Asia, and on the average, you ask them, tell me about yourself, and they will say, well, I'm a parent, I'm a child, it's relational stuff like that. Okay, so hooray, different sorts of cultures, and you look, and there's different sorts of mothering styles. And as you mentioned there, collectivist culture mothers, on the average, sing more quietly to their child than individualist culture's mothers. There's differences. You start crying. You're an infant. You start crying. On the average, how many seconds do you cry before mom picks you up? In collectivist cultures, mom picks you up earlier. In individualist ones, it's a longer delay because they're toughening you up. When do you start sleeping alone? How much physical contact? All of that. Like you show like classic sort of cultural linguistic child training and stuff. You show a kid a picture of there's a whole bunch of fish here and there's a fish here in the front. And this is a colleague of mine who did wonderful research on this. And you get somebody from an individualist culture showing this to their child. And the mother is saying, look at this fish, this leader. This is the fish that's the leader of all these other fish. And then you get somebody from a collectivist culture who's of that mindset, and the mother is saying, oh, look at this fish, this poor fish. He's all alone. He can't be with the rest of the group. He must have done something very wrong where everybody else doesn't want